Welcome back to Water Park Splashin. It's me, Tom Derrick, and in today's video I'm going to rank and review your favourite rides at Volcano Bay. So starting off with number 10 spot, you guys have picked Tonga with the Taniwha tubes, and what I love so much about the Taniwha tubes is whilst yes, it's got amazing theming, but I guess you've got to expect that at Volcano Bay, and yes, you'll be able to take on the slide up to one other person, which is pretty awesome in itself. This is actually two sides. One of them being Tonga of the Taniwha tubes, and one of them being Raki of the Taniwha tubes. And whilst we would say that Tonga of the Taniwha tubes is definitely the weakest out of the two, it is still an amazing tube side, with from the moment you begin from the top, unlike Raki of the Taniwha tubes, you will go outside, meaning that you get some amazing views across the surrounding sides, which we will be covering later on, as you twist and turn your way to the bottom, where you get that water thrown in your face. Saying that though, if you are looking for a more, how do you say it, fast option, then look for the blue side instead of the green one, because as you can probably see by the off-ride right here, instead of going outside, you will be twisting and turning so much more, building up some crazy speeds as you make your way down. The only thing that I would say however is that whilst they are both amazing sides and we normally suggest trying them both to find out which one's your favourite, with this park being home to so much more than just your classic body size or giant tubular ones, we would suggest doing one of them first, then doing the other sides before then coming back again. You cannot have a water park without some razor sides, and even at arguably one of the world's best water parks, you have still got some of the best razor sides. This is Punga Racers, and a little bit different from your normal razor side, you will not just be going down those bumps on your front. Yes, on these sides, you will not get told off by any lifeguard for going on your front. In fact, you'll have to go on your front, with you having to hold onto the front of the mat as you race your way down. On these sides right here, you will actually be going through many tubes and open areas, a little bit like Tonga of the Taniwha tubes, as you go head to head down the side to the bottom, where you will either be crowned the Punga Racers champion, or you'll go, let's do that again. Now before we get on to our next water side, has this park got some of the longest names or what? And with my pronunciations, this is not going to be too great, but I'll try my best anyway. This is Moana of the Honu Moana water sides. Wow, that was a handful to say. Anyway, my pronunciation aside, this side is amazing, with you being able to board a giant raft this time, and what I love so much about this one is that whilst normally it might be a circle and you all squid in there, someone always takes up most of the room. On this one you will get your own little spot, so you can kind of spread out a little bit more. Or hold on, as what this side also holds is many more giant tube sections, giant open areas, and an awful lot of mist it seems like. Yeah, you can't even see the next part. As you then once again make your way down to the bottom, where you then see those incredible views when the mist disappears. Now the thing is, I know all the sides that we have just done, and I imagine for a few in the future are kind of the same sort of thing, with them being tubes, open air, a bit of mist and great views here and there. That rhymes. But then when you do visit this water park, you'll realise that there is a huge difference between the standard body size, the razor size, and the family ones too. I think I may have spoke a little bit too soon. Our next attraction is Maku of the Maku Puihi Round Raft Rides. Sorry, a quick side note from the future when I was looking back at these sides, this one is not Maku of the Maku Puihi Round Raft Rides, this is Puihi of the Maku Puihi Round Raft Rides. I love the names over here. And what makes this side different from the rest is that once you do make it through the tubes, once again with what I can see is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, including yourself, 6 people, which is quite awesome. You will be going into one funnel section. Oh wait, no, 2 funnel sections. Actually 3, no, just 2 funnel sections as you do make your way down. For anyone who has not done a funnel ride before, then get ready to get very, very wet, as if you are sat in the end when the water drops down and you go up to the first bit, you will get absolutely soaked by the water coming over your head. And the thing is about this one is that may not just happen once, but it could even happen twice, creating some very funny memories. Okay, we've now got his pair at the number 5 spot. We have now got Maku of the Maku Puihi Round Raft Rides. And I do apologise for saying the name so many times. However, I do want to point out that it is a little confusing, as even when making this video, as you can tell, I have been making a few mistakes about the size, because they're all so similar, and when looking at them, it's just hard to work out between the two. So a little Tom tip before visiting, my name is Tom and these are my tips, would be to research all the other sides before going, as the last thing you want is to queue up for hours on end and then find out that's not the side you were wanting. About the Maku though, I'd probably say that I do prefer the Puihi over it because it's a little bit more unique, but this is your list and there's probably more to it. For example, the Maku is definitely the ultimate family side, with it implementing everything so far, just with everyone being able to experience it. So maybe that is why it's better, because the other one isn't by far the most thrilling ride, but maybe it'll put some of the younger adventurers, whilst this one is definitely perfect for everyone in the group. You know when I said earlier to do your research, because even though some sides may seem similar due to their naming or even that they're paired with another one, it may not be. Well, this side here is Honu of the Honu Iku Moana, and similar and paired with, in fact, the Iku Moana of the Honu Iku Moana. You may think that they're the same sort of side, but oh no, as you can see right now, they're most definitely not. And if you did this one by mistake, well, you may be in for a very big surprise, because apart from the first 5 seconds where you go through the tube, it is completely different, with you then dropping into a half pipe. Here's where my physics come in, guys. You will then go up a half pipe and then back down again. But oh no, this is no ordinary side, this is Volcano Bay size. You will then go down a drop into once again another half pipe / wall sort of thing, that you will then go up again and then drop back down, before then getting sprayed in the face by water if you have not yet had enough, heading through a few tubes and then dropping out of the end. Oh, what's that? Don't worry, that is not another wall, but rather Water Park Splashin's rubber ducky, and throughout the remainder of this video, he'll be hiding around this size, so comment down below how many times you see him, not including that one back there, and we'll pin the first correct comment. If you remember all the way back to the number 10 and 9 spot, you'll remember me saying that it's not worth doing both these sides, because with Volcano Bay having unique offerings, and hopefully you saw those unique offerings, and we'll continue to see them in fact as we make our way through the video, they're just not worth spending all your time doing. Well, our next two attractions are the same sort of thing, but instead of me suggesting not to do both of them, you'll quickly realise why you may not want to do them both. Yes, that futuristic pod that you stand in within the giant volcano, I want to point out, is no heater nor a little standing area while you wait for the side. No, it is the side. So you may be asking now, Tom, how do I get from up here down 127 feet to the bottom when you are just standing in a pod? You see that trapdoor down there? Yeah, you are going to drop through that before then shooting through the tubes at some crazy speeds as you make your way down to the bottom of the volcano, where the water really does chuck it in your face. And this is pretty much the same for both Taniwha and Kawakari? Yeah, first try that was. Kala, on the other hand, is a whole different side in itself, and hence why it's at the number 2 spot, not on the number 3 of these other two, but we'll get into that a little bit later on. First I want to say though, if you want to do a tamer one of this size, well then these two are the ones for you, even though obviously they're not tame. Yes it is. It is time to take on Kala. Sorry, once again I messed up. It's not Kala that is a unique one. It is in fact Kokori. It is Kala that's the same as the other one, Taniwha. It's just so funny how similar the names and the rides and everything like that are to one another. And what you already know is that you are going to begin this adventure by standing in a trapdoor with that see-through floor. I just love how you can look down at your drop before then you actually do drop and then go through a tube. What you may not know, however, with of course the camera being full of water the whole way down, is that as you make your way down once again for a 125 foot drop, and as a little fun fact for you guys, Summit Plummet at Disney's Blizzard Beach is 120 foot tall, making this 5 feet taller than that. You will basically drop straight down to the bottom, no twisting and turning like the other ones, actually kind of like Summit Plummet, just with that trapdoor on the top, which makes it a whole lot more scary. Throughout this video, we have seen some of the best sides in the world from one of the best water parks out there. However, even if you are dropping 1,000 foot, heading down one of the best family sides out there, or doing any of the above, nothing, and I mean nothing, will be a water coaster. And I know that as soon as you're sat in that car, a bit like a coaster car, and then you're not only going down the drops, round the bends, and getting water thrown in your face, but in fact going up hills too. Yes, The water coaster part of this ride will mean that you are going up, makes this without a shadow of a doubt the best ride at Volcano Bay. Thank you all for watching, bye bye.